Right, yeah, so Meteor News. I'm going to keep it relatively brief because we've got some awesome talks and I don't want to bore you. First of all, if you're looking for Meteor News, I've put this up every month. Where would you find it? Follow Meteor.js on Twitter, the Meteor official blog, This Week in Meteor.com, which is a really good kind of weekly digest of Meteor News by Rishi Gumar from Differential.io, although I don't think it's come out for about 2 weeks now. Crater.io is like the Hacker News for Meteor. The official forums are really busy and far better than when they used to be on Google Talk. Get this kind of awkward-looking URL is where you can find out what's coming in the next release of Meteor, and it's really fun to keep track of that because it lets you know what, number one, you can potentially play with on a development branch, and number two, you're about to be able to use on the official release very soon. So, everybody got that? Meteor London, so in a change to the regular order, and by regular I mean the last 2 months, I'm going to start with Meteor London because we've got international guests, and you know, Alan's just welcomed them, but we've got people, obviously the Meteor guys coming from California, Gadi's come from Israel, is that right? Yeah. Hi. And I think we've got somebody from Poland who's going to talk, was that correct? Hi. So that's pretty good. So basically, if you come from, sorry? Cricklewood, you get nothing, I'm afraid. That's like zone 4 or something. Anyway, we hope you like burritos. Package of the month. So this is a new Meteor London idea. Thank you very much to Mark Woodbridge, wherever he is, from Chaser, who suggested this at the last meetup. To further lower the bar for you guys to give lightning talks, we thought, no, that's the wrong way of looking at it. To give you more opportunities to give lightning talks, we thought that given the huge number of packages which are now on Atmosphere, there are some packages which are criminally neglected, which are potentially really interesting and really useful, and so we want to give you guys the opportunity to talk about them, even if you were not the package's author. If you've used something and found it fun or particularly useful, and you don't think enough people know about it because it's not got enough stars, then it's your opportunity to demo it in a 5-minute lightning talk. The kind of rules we want to follow are, it needs to be more than just a wrap around a JavaScript package, because as much as there's some like interesting stuff out there, it has to be kind of Meteor specific, or at the very least something which was difficult to wrap for Meteor and somebody's done the job. Not as well known as it should be, so you know, as great as the packages like Collection 2 and Iron Router and Collection FS are, everybody that's done any serious Meteor development knows about them, so yeah, we don't really need to give them any more help because they've got 1 million stars already. And the final point, the idea is that you present a demo using somebody else's package. If you've written your own package and it's really cool, you can totally talk about that. We want you to talk about that, but we've been giving you the opportunity to talk about that every month for a long time, and that's still open to you. This is an opportunity to talk about somebody else's package. So as of next month, we are open to offers of package of the month. How can you contact us is hopefully going to come next if this presentation works. Yeah, so how to contact us. The top 2 are far better than the third one. So there's a GitHub repo in the Meteor London namespace called Next. There will be an issue for the next, pertaining to the next meetup. You can comment in that and say, hey, I've got a talk, and we will, you know, discuss the details with you. Even better than that is Gitter. If you're on Gitter, then just give us a shout. That's like a IM, GitHub linked IM, and it's essentially the same namespace and repo. If you really need to contact us via Meetup, you can do, but given that we're well, you can, but we're developers and we spend all day looking at GitHub and Gitter, so we should reply to you there, whereas Meetup is kind of a walled garden, which is best left walled. So the top 2 are much better. So MDG, I'm going to keep this really brief because they're actually here, and that's slightly awkward for me. But Meteor 1.1.1 is definitely on the way. The reason I know this is because it's now got a name and it's not just called Next on History MD. What do you get? Well, the same as I talked about last month. So handlebars, sub-expressions, that's going to be useful. Email attachments, new methods for reactive dict and tracker. There's a bunch of other stuff in there. Look at the History MD file and it will tell you all about it. But there's plenty of stuff that's going to be really useful. There was also a really interesting Meteor Club Q&A with Matt DeBagalis. This is Josh Owen's like regular kind of, how would you describe it, internet program. These are my takeaways. They're not in any way official. It's an hour long. Please watch it. It's really interesting. It definitely suggests that the idea of more kind of a more opinionated approach, official approach to MDG is on the cards in terms of them giving their blessing to patterns for stuff like reactive joins maybe giving their blessing to packages for stuff like routing or schemas, even bringing packages into core. Also, there was quite a lot of conversation about the sorts of technology that people are using in the development world overall, so stuff like React and Angular, and how there really needs to be kind of an official support for those, because as great as some of the packages that people have produced are, if organizations are going to use their React front end with like a Meteor backend or something, they're going to want some official support for that route. And it seems like at some stage that's coming. There is actually a React repo, which is already in a React branch already in the Meteor repo somewhere. I don't know what's going to happen to that, but it exists, so this is obviously serious. It's well worth listening to. It's an hour long, but put on something. It's actually a month old. That's how little news I've got. And that's actually it. So on with the more exciting talks. Thank you.